100%.
I don't know. Did we? No, we didn't.
If not, it
We
probably just fell
did.
short of your thoughts.
Shut up.
Anyway, let's get to the next.
Actually.
Let's get to the next story here. It involves a Canadian woman. Actually, she just got sentenced to 21 years. What she tried to do several years ago, she tried to send poison to Donald Trump. She put it in a letter. Yeah, it had ricin in it. So ricin's fine little powder. If you watch Breaking Bad, I'm sure you know what it means. What it is.
So she sent it to 9 people.
9 people,
Trump
yeah.
As one of them.
They're probably all, yeah.
Did she put a return address on them?
Well,
Probably.
Well, it's not. I don't know, but yeah.
Did you read her name? This is a ridiculous name.
Where is the name? Sorry.
Right under the headline.
That right there.
Pascal Cecile Veronique Ferrier.
Pascal Cecile Veronique Ferrier.
What did you just say? I don't think you had your eyes open when you tried to read it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not French, okay? That's a French name. Come on.
PCVF.
Yeah.
PCVF, age 56.
Pascal.
Canada and France.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pascal Cecile Veronique Ferrier.
She was in Quebec though, so yeah, that makes sense. But look at her. That's her. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Kind of looks a little freaky.
Yes.
Like Patrick walking in, he's like, hello. Like, I don't want to make fun of people, but she does look funny. Oh.
The handwritten letters mailed from Canada with the ricin toxin each referred to a special gift for the recipient, which was described as being in this letter. Each letter stated that if the special gift doesn't work, then the defendant would find a better recipe for another poison. Yeah, so that's like admitting to it in the letter. Like,
yeah, no, she knew exactly. Like, she was, I don't know.
It should be a slam dunk, right? Yeah. I haven't seen if they put a return address, but like, probably.
It was handwritten too. So, and
handwritten, and saying, I'll do it again. I'm trying to do it.
21 years, so she's 56 now. She's dead. She ain't leaving prison. And it's probably an American prison, so yeah, have fun.
So it also says, she's quoted as saying, "You ruin USA and lead them to disaster. I have U.S. cousins. Then I don't want the next 4 years with you as president." So there you go.
Just trying to help her out her cousins.
Saved. Promises kept. Wait, no, she didn't succeed though.
I don't think that's a success. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Okay then.
I don't know.
Anybody want to toss in some ideas, anything, or what? Like, bring up some stories, anything you guys want to hear?
I wasn't ready for this.
She turned herself in.
Hey, Plane, I can try to get you her number so you can have some what do they call that when someone can visit a prisoner and sleep with them?
Conjugal.
Yeah,
what,
there
a
you
conjugal
go.
Visit.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not the way you put it sounds wrong. It's not you just visit any prisoner and sleep with them.
It is.
The way you put it was wrong.
This lady is crazy. This story has more shit in it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it?
She was arrested at a border crossing in 2020. She showed up at a border crossing in possession of a loaded firearm, hundreds of rounds of ammunition, 2 knives, a stun gun, pepper spray, a truncheon, and a false identification document. What the hell? And she told border officials she was wanted by the FBI for the letters. She self-reported and showed up with all this crap. Canadians are so weird.
She's not Canadian fully. She's from France. She's
Canadian.
But just because she took a test, I'm thinking, or something. Or her mom is Canadian.
From Quebec don't count.
No, Quebec.
She's Canadian.
You can say it, but it's
no. She was born
racist.
in. She was born in France.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. It just says it was mailed from Canada. Okay.
Everyone from Quebec says they were born in France.
No, they don't. The French.
Yeah.
I think they don't like each other. I'm pretty sure they don't like each other. I could be wrong though. Okay, well, here's a article Frank picked out for us.
Sunflowers naked. What?
Yeah, I just had to make sure. Yeah, and I had to just make sure you all knew it was Frank.
Yeah, no, this is very important. It's a problem. All right, and we need to take it
Is
very
it an actual?
seriously.
They have to have signs up because it's that type of problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
So these
all right.
sunflower fields are just naked people everywhere.
It would be British,
I
man.
mean-
Have you
yeah,
guys
British
seen some of the?
man.
If
British
you
man.
would see some of the signs in London that are out there, you guys, I don't even. You guys, no, there's no way you guys would believe some of the signs. So I went to London probably somewhere between 5 and 7 times for work. And one of the times I was there for probably 4 to 6 weeks. Let me tell you, I believe these signs are there. There is literally a sign. You're walking down the middle of the street and there's restaurants, nice buildings. There's literally a sign. It's a picture of someone puking with the no circle across it.
Well, I mean,
Like,
if you think about it, right?
so
you
it's
go
like-
out, get drunk, have a good time. You're just gonna throw up wherever you can, aren't you? Like that. Like,
right. It's like
realistically,
the signs are
it's
so
just like-
funny.
Anyway, yeah. So, like, oh look, they got a
There's a
bathtub there.
bathtub.
Like, why wouldn't you want to pose
So they
naked
would
in
be-
that?
they would be naked in the bathtub
Yeah.
for sure.
But like,
100%.
like, wouldn't you be kind of
Okay,
weirded out who was in that
The
bathtub
bathtub
before you?
is clearly a problem, right?
Maybe they
You
brought
can't
it
just
for
put
the
I feel like
photo.
it is
bathtub in
a-
sunflower field.
I feel like it is a good aesthetic though.
So you
Like
just
in terms of
get,
like sunflower. Go ahead.
All right.
you get in the bathtub with your clothes on, so you don't have to wash your clothes later though.
Well, no, but you don't have to get in the bathtub. You could like be sitting on the edge of it, nude. It's a good aesthetic. You're not fully showing
And it is
everything, but
pretty
you're
white.
like,
Yeah.
no.
Need.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut
We
up.
could just, get the word around. Make sure we get a handle on this. It's a
All
real
right.
Yeah,
problem.
Yeah.
definitely.
I
Guys,
guess
no public nudity, okay?
So
And
Frank's
if you
not
go out on
That's
vaccinated
some
now.
policy.
TikTok or OnlyFans and you see these pictures, don't like them, don't upvote them.
Don't encourage
You
him.
know,
Don't encourage
if
me.
you see a naked
Yeah,
lady in a
don't,
sunflower
come
field,
on.
don't say nice.
You can see
No.
that it's not. I mean, no, you can see that it's not okay, right? Just
It's
don't
harmful.
encourage that.
Yeah. So
It's
The
probably gonna be a
sunflowers
worldwide
are too
problem.
young.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the second picture. Oh, I get it now. Oh my god, that took me a minute. Jesus.
Wow. Have you never seen a bra?
yeah.
No, oh my god.
Oh, I get it now.
I couldn't. I wasn't able to see what it was at first, and now I fully see it. But at first, it didn't look like somebody was holding a bra. I was very confused.
It was probably too high up on the screen for you. Got it.
How about you shut up?
Anyway,
Podcast.
how about you guys tell us a story about some of your RP you've been doing recently? A good one.
Recently,
Yeah.
Oh man, it's kind of hard. There hasn't really been much good RP in Showtime.
I would try to join, but I can't
like
join for some
actual
reason.
RP.
You probably don't want to join that city right now, to be honest.
Actual RP, it's not been the best. It's not horrible. Like I enjoy it there, but it's no like real RPers there, right?
Talk to him about the raid.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Triad raid last night.
Bro, the Triad raid was fun. So, Skid, you know Kang, right? True Kang. In RP. Okay.
Yeah,
Skid's
yeah.
gonna pretend like it. Okay. So he was able to get the search warrant for the Triad's compound. It was who was it owned by? I can't remember who was owned by. It was owned by two
Okay,
people.
let's pause for a second. Search warrant?
Okay, so here's the story. Here's what
Okay,
happened.
my
right?
bad. I should not let him talk. My bad. No.
Backstory first. I wasn't there.
Okay.
I've been working on car stuff for Kick 2.0. So ever since I've been in the city as a cop, I think I was in probably 4 or 5 days, maybe a week before Hamoto made John Carter, right?
Yeah.
So even day one, there's a gang in the city called the Triads, and they own Little Seoul. For those who don't know, Little Seoul's like the oriental part of the city. There's like a cubby that you can lead people into. So anytime they ever get into a chase, whether it's a traffic stop, whatever it is, a simple fucking traffic stop, they would go on this big chase. They would get all the Triads involved, and they would go back into their cubby. They would have 20 fucking people on top of the roof of buildings with fucking AKs and SMGs and just light the cop cars up and EMS as they rolled into the scene.
Oh, shit.
And no matter how many times it was reported, no one ever fucking did anything about it. Even when an announcement was made, hey, stop doing this shit, they still kept doing it. So one of the officers went around and got body cam footage from everyone's stream So in this city, there's a full judicial system. So you can request search warrants if you're a cop, subpoenas. You can take people to court, whole 9 yards.
Oh, wow.
So he got a ton of evidence that they had been doing this, that it was owned by the Triads and that they're a gang. And the judge issued the search warrant. And that's where the story starts.
Okay.
I'm going to grab a
Yeah.
drink. I'll be right back.
All right.
Worse.
So
Go ahead.
no, that's his RP. Like RP it's pretty deep. Some servers you get in that are just crazy, and you're like, I'm not gonna be interested. But once you start playing, it's almost like I don't know, you know,
you're
like,
addicted. It's an addiction.
Like, I don't know,
It
it's
is
like
an actual addiction.
But the thing is, maybe not for some people, but it makes you so you can live. Like that sounds weird, but live a life that you want to different. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah, I know. And then you guys like shooting the EMS. It's like you don't shoot the medics. That's the #1 rule of war, right? So, but go on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're here to help you.
So go
What is
on.
up is.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, the guy that he was talking about, he went around. He got the search warrant. The judge signed off on it. Within, I guess, a span of maybe 8 hours. So on the 8th hour, we raided their spot. At this time, the city had just gotten in paintball. So everybody was down there paintballing. Basically, all the Triads
Okay.
were
Yeah.
down there paintballing. So we were able to go in there clean. But there was one guy. So we went into one of their apartments first, and their stash was empty, like cleared. Nothing in there at all except for maybe one gun, I think. But then we were able to find different like lockers. So we found 2 lockers. Only one locker had stuff in it. We found 3 lockers. 2 of them had stuff in it. The other one was empty. The 2 lockers had about maybe like 3 bricks of cocaine, a couple SMGs, 2 Grozas, bunch of pink USB dongles which you use for doing an oil rig heist where you would go there, you would get whatever you get from it.
Okay.
Some bank cards which you use to get into banks, safe USBs, stuff like that. Lab equipment for making drugs. So we got all of that stuff. There was a biker that was riding around basically watching us do this. And our thoughts are that he was relaying this information to people who were members of the Triads.
Yeah.
So once we got all of the stuff, we left instantly. We went to the police department, MRPD. And as soon, like, just before we got inside of MRPD, in our SUV, they started shooting. We got in luckily, so all the stuff that we had went inside with us.
Okay,
but there was a full shootout outside of MRPD between the Triads and us. We won, luckily. Like we actually wiped them for once because they would normally like destroy our ever loving lives. Like honestly, it would be bad. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we were able to get that done. I don't know how things are going to play out now, but apparently there is a hit out for every single BCSO deputy. You know, anybody that's BCSO, it's basically kill on sight. Like we're going to be fearing for our lives.
Okay, let me get friggin'. I'm gonna try to get on that server tomorrow. I'll become a cop. Fuck.
But they're gonna shoot you on sight.
I'll fucking shoot back.
You can't. Can he?
Yeah. No. So here's the shitty part, right? They bitch and moan and complain that like in a traffic stop we walk up with a taser out, right? Well, the city, right? Like one of the instances, Homoto shows up on his cop character to a 24/7, which in GTA, for those who don't know, 24/7 is basically a convenience store. Doesn't even get out of his car. Someone comes out with an SMG and blows his head off. But they get mad at us if we have a fucking taser out. Like another one, dude was bitching. There's 4 people in a car. They roll by, kill a cop, and keep rolling by. I drive by, shoot all of them in the car. Dude gets out, starts running. I don't take time to look to see if he's got a gun in his hand or not. They just killed a cop. So I fucking blasted him. And he filed a lawsuit against the police department because it was unfair.
Oh, fuck off.
Right, like,
nah, bro.
I'm from
you did something illegal.
I'm
you did
from
that afterwards. You're gonna get shot.
I played a cop in Gotham. Gotham was.
I actually did as well. We were both cops over there.
It was New York City. But the rules are like you were not allowed to. Like
We couldn't initiate.
couldn't
Or if we
initiate,
did
which
certain
is
things,
cool.
they would count as initiation.
Yeah, but
And then
like,
if they killed us, it was fair game. It was our fault,
you
basically.
can get it. But
if
like,
we accidentally initiated.
if I was in the car and the guy was in front of me shooting me, I'm not allowed to run him over with my car because that's VDM. But I'm like,
Yeah.
but
Right.
he's shooting me. He's shooting me.
no.
Like, why can't I run?
Yeah.
Like, that's what a real cop would do. If
Yep.
I was in a cop and I was a car and some fucker was shooting me, or even if they had a gun and pointed at me, I'm gonna run that fucker over. I don't care what you're saying.
Yeah, but that's cheap RP though, right? Like, because it's too easy.
Well,
like, it's way too easy.
Yeah, but when he's already shooting at me as he's shooting at me, right? I have no choice. What am I supposed to do? Just let him kill me?
No, you jump out of the car and take cover behind your car.
Yeah, well, like sometimes you just don't have time.
Or
So.
you back up.
Yeah.
It's a hard decision, but it's to keep the situation more of a situation than just running him the fuck over. That's
my goal's
and
to
it was
live.
also Gotham, so many times it was you were getting RDM'd or VDM'd by somebody. So
Like
the general rule over there was
What do you
just
mean,
because you're getting RDM'd doesn't mean you do it back. You basically
To be
had
fair,
to.
RDM in Gotham was actually insane.
Okay,
So it was constant.
So, but
It was
say
so
I'm chasing,
fucking stupid.
say I'm chasing them for 5 minutes. Say I'm chasing them for 5 minutes. I pit them, and then they get out, and I'm like, or they keep running somehow. I'm getting shot at. I still can't, even though we just RP'd for 5 minutes. I don't know. It just seems, in my opinion, it seems.
Remember that time where you had so the rule in Gotham is that you have to RP for at least what 2 minutes, something like that.
2 minutes. Yep.
Remember that time when we were standing outside of our hideout spot, and this person pulled up, and they were just playing loud ass music, and I was trying to like talk to them or whatever, and I wasn't getting any response.
Yes.
All of a sudden, they said something, and then they started shooting at me.
Yeah.
And then they started shooting at you and me, and then Caleb came out to help us or something like that. It was one of those.
I remember that. Yeah.
I was like, bro, that's not even RP. Like, if you
But it
don't
was 2
understand
minutes.
what RP is, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that was a horrible
Yeah.
server. I'd get killed all the time as a cop. I would report. And there's so many cheaters. Like, that's why you got to get on a whitelist at least. But I guess this is whitelist, and this doesn't do any better for you guys.
I had someone try to tell me that interaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Interaction was me saying, talking to them, but not getting a response back. That's interaction. I know. I had someone try to say that's interaction, and that was their defense for shooting me in the face instead of responding.
I forget who it was. I was playing with somebody, but I was a cop, and they didn't shoot me, but they shot the other guy. They're like, "Why'd you do that?" I was like, "Well, I talked to you for 2 minutes." Like, first of all, you just broke RP. Secondly, is like, that's the only reason. Like, just stupid,
No, here's the thing. Like, it's like they get on just to talk to people for 2 minutes to shoot them. Like, if you're just here to shoot people, 100K a die or some dumb shit. Like, don't do this. Like,
Frank,
this isn't fun.
Remember that time?
Go somewhere else.
We were making it was heroin, and those 2 guys showed up.
Oh yeah.
So we went there with nothing but our knives because we're probably gonna get jumped, but we're gonna go there. So Frank and I are there. We got a whole bunch of stuff.
Gotham.
Yeah. Anyway, we got a whole bunch of stuff, and I messed it up. I didn't hit the clip button properly. But but why? Says Jays. But yeah, I didn't clip it. But yeah, we're standing there. 2 guys come up. They start talking to us. Then all of a sudden, he hands me a gun and some ammunition. He's like, "Oh shit, man, that was for my buddy. I was just giving it back to him." So right then, I was like, "There's something up, right?" Like, I know this, but I gave him his gun back.
At this point, they've talked to us about 2 minutes, and then basically, obviously, we're trying to hand a gun to their buddy.
Yeah, which I did.
Accidentally handed it to Mike.
I gave it back to him fair and square.
He gave it back, but we at that point knew something was about to go down.
So we start to leave.
No.
So we start to leave, and I go first, and like I just move. I'm just like ahead of Frank by a few feet, and then they jump behind us and point their guns at us. I already had my knife in my hand, so I turned around and I got the guy with his gun out. And then Frank got the other guy who was shooting at me, and we killed them both. And we're like,
we knifed the shit out of him and walked away. We had one great moment in Gotham where we knew it was coming when we got
the upper hand, You
can't get up with our knives and walked away.
Yeah.
Gotham was actually not a good server, honestly. Like, it just wasn't an RP server.
No, it wasn't.
It really wasn't.
The admin at least would show up sometimes, but not always.
Right, but you couldn't RP with people. Like anybody
you
met,
like you get an admin, but nothing ever gets fixed or changes. It's just shit the whole time, and it's not fun. Right?
Like that particular toddler is going to go do comms, and 20 more of them are going to replace them. because no whitelist,
Exactly.
and they would do that weird boost thing where they would just spam their fucking thing to somewhere that brings in like 20 people who really you don't want on the server at all.
Yep. But that's why whitelist servers are the better way to go. They're just more work,
Yep.
Yeah.
right? But
It's a
they're
necessary
worth it.
step,
Yep.
in my opinion.
Like shit, I'm touching every single car before it goes into the city for Kick version 2. And Sleepy's actually working on some liveries that we're going to be testing for some new cop cars that we got. And
Oh, did you get the templates?
yeah, they sent them to me.
That's good.
Yeah. And so I have probably 13 hours and I've done 15 cars so far.
Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good though, because like I
Because
remember when
the
you first
first,
was doing them,
yeah, the
it was
first
rough
4
for you,
hours, I
but
was like, what the fuck's going on? And now, like,
now you're kind of
I did
picking it up because you
11
got it.
last night. So I did 11 in probably a solid 5 hours.
Jesus.
It's work.
How many cars
It's
is it?
hard work.
So I have just myself, not even counting like what was in the server, like that's not through escrow. So escrow is basically tied to Keymaster. So I have at least probably 150 like downloaded right now. Plus, um, the cars, like there's so many, like I can't even name them all, but like the Audi R8 I don't have yet, or like the Skyline, or a lot of the stuff that was at PDA.
Yeah, man.
I just got my R8 on 7 Days to Die.
Oh yeah, that's such a fun game. Like I really enjoy it.
I've got a mod for it where there's a whole bunch of cars. There's a bunch of modern cars you can add to it.
Yeah, you have many more hours than me on that server, but
So I've got a Raptor, an R8, like 3 or 4 others, a gyrocopter.
have you ever played that Skid?
I'm still down.
Have you ever played 7 Days to Die, Skiddles?
I did. Survival games aren't really like my forte. Yeah, and zombies, like, to be honest.
Yeah, I like both. I was addicted to Rust for a while. It was a very fun game. Have you heard of it?
Oh,
Yeah, I've watched a lot of people play
Oh,
Rust.
it's so addicting. Like, and one of my buddies is playing again. I'm so tempted to go back, but if I go back, it's gonna be over. Spend hours and hours.
Sunken costs, I don't know if saw Jay's Blaze in chat talking about that. Rockstar says no copyright cars anymore.
I fucking knew that was gonna happen.
Is that
I knew that was
recent?
gonna
Because
happen.
Is that true, or is that just based on that other thing we read?
that might change unless that just came out recently, because Rockstar just bought 5M.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. And does that mean you're gonna have to play more by the rules because of that? Because 5M was kind of playing the Wild West. Just allowing whatever people wanted to do in their servers.
Well, so to protect 5M, what they did is they put a mandate in like a new terms of service, right? Saying, hey, you're not allowed to use badged cars in your cities. So if someone did it, the onus wasn't on 5M anymore. It was on the owner of the city, and 5M could shut their city down basically if they got in trouble.
Yeah.
So basically, if your city got any sort of traction or limelight at all and someone found out about it, so like No Pixel and New Day and like your top 5, 6, 7 cities all went through and debadged all of their vehicles.
Yeah, I seen that.
All right,
Crazy.
Jay's just
Kinda
said that.
sucks.
That was speculation, but yeah, I mean, I could definitely see something like that going down, though. Also, that
genuinely
car
sucks,
thing was
though,
crazy. That baby just killed everyone.
Because I'm not a fan of like the local vehicles. Like I don't mind them, but everybody wants to own their dream car, right?
Yeah,
And sometimes RP is the closest
some
you're gonna
people
get
it's a
to
dump
it.
truck
Yeah.
Yep.
or a garbage truck or whatever.
Yeah.
It's whatever, to be honest. Like I'll still RP because I enjoy RP as it is. I don't do it just for the vehicles, but
Yeah, so the thing was, so I read the articles and I read some of the announcements because I was in some of those discords. I was thinking about joining a couple of those higher populated servers. And so basically, as long as the badge wasn't displayed where someone could view it publicly, so you couldn't have some of the more popular ones were like Audi, Porsche, I think Lamborghini. So they had to remove the actual crest of the vehicle and the name off the car.
Okay.
But you could have the trim like the GTR, you could have GT, stuff like that. You just weren't any indication of the name or the crest whatsoever had to be removed from the vehicle. You were still allowed to use the vehicle,
It
just
just can't
no
be known
advertisement.
as yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, gotcha.
Kind of like a middle ground. Still get that signature look, but
Yeah.
not quite.
No badges. Nothing that indicates that it is that car specifically.
Correct. Now, if they take it farther and continue and say your car can't even look like it, then that's a different story, because I don't think that's going to happen if you take a look at some of the GTA local cars, as we called it, or the built-in cars, like the
They fuck with
Zentorno,
those things.
literally looks like the Lamborghini Cyan. It's a spitting image. It's just called Zentorno and not Lamborghini, and there's not a Lamborghini badge on it, right?
Yeah.
And there's so many, so I don't think that would ever be a thing. It's just
I don't
then
think
it,
it
it
can be a
really,
thing.
yeah, then it really just depends on your car devs. Like, those cop cars that we bought?
Yeah.
So they debadged them, but some of the ones they debadged, he literally just went into the texture file and removed the badge and didn't fill it, so the vehicles have a hole where the badge used to be.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why the Escalade looked like that. You remember it had the hole?
Yeah.
That's why he
Shit.
just went in and removed the fucking batch from the texture file.
It works for some vehicles because for some vehicles
Yeah.
it actually does look kind of nice, but I don't think it'll work for most of them.
Yeah. And the Mercedes. You remember the Mercedes, the
Oh
undercover
yeah,
Mercedes?
the
It had the
undercover one. It
big
didn't
it
have a
had the
bed.
big fucking circle in the front.
Oh my god. And Mercedes logo, like their fucking badge is massive.
They're
So
massive,
it's just
dude.
one big hood. It looks like you could put whatever you
Yeah.
want in it.
So, now that I'm now given the show you city, we might know where your name came from. Do you want to give us a story on that?
Who? Me?
Skiddlezs, yeah.
Oh, so I'm a nerd. I grew up a nerd. So
Can I ask how old you are first of all?
yeah, 33, I
33.
think.
Okay,
33, yeah.
I'm 30,
So
35, so
I'm not super old, but like my first gaming experience was on the Atari, right? I played Pong with a neighbor across the street.
yeah.
Super Nintendo, Sega, like old played games growing up, right?
For sure.
So fast forward to like fifth grade, I started bowling and made some friends bowling. And I went over to go swimming at their house because we didn't have a pool and we lived in Vegas and it was fucking 130,000 degrees all the time. So we're outside swimming and his dad comes out to smoke a cigarette and he's talking to him about killing a dragon. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. What are you guys talking about? He's like, oh, Dark Age of Camelot. You never heard of it? I was like, no. So he's like, yeah, come on. So we got out of the pool, we dried off, went in, and he's playing this like epic medieval MMORPG. And there's like 50 people killing this monster of a dragon. And obviously, me being fifth grade me, I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. So I started playing in fifth grade on his account, and then finally, got my own account, worked my way up. High school, built my first PC, still playing the game. I built a PC to play the game.
This looks
Went
like
all the way,
RuneScape.
went all the way through. Was known in what they called RVR, which is Realm versus Realm, which in 2015 it was rated by I think PC Mag as the number one PvP computer game to still exist. Obviously, probably not anymore because no one plays it. And so I started off just like trying to find a name for my characters. Well, I was running around and I played a healer class with some people, and they're like, holy shit, we've never seen anyone play this class like this. Would you consider running with us full time? And I was like, yeah, sure. All my other people like kind of left. So I ran with them and we just fucking mowed people down. And so they're like, do you play a class called a minstrel? I was like, I have one. I know how to play it. I just never have. They're like, is it templated? So template in Dark Age of Camelot means, is it fully geared? You can build a template to max out all of your specs, max out all of your resistance, all that shit. And so a minstrel basically played songs, and the songs gave different buffs to the group. And one of them was speed. So it was the fastest class in the game at the time. So me being a carhead and also a little kid at the time, I named him Skid Marks because like,
Ah,
oh, skid marks like tires skidding, but
yeah.
it's also kind of funny because skid marks in your underwear, like haha. Um, so they literally bought my template and we went out and I had people logging over from other realms like, holy shit, no, I've never seen anyone play this minstrel like that, blah blah blah. So I made videos and all that stuff. So people called me Skid for short because middle of combat just went from there. So I started streaming on Twitch in 2017 as Skid Marks, but as I got older and kind of away from it, I just kind of really didn't like skid marks anymore. It's just kind of like old, younger me. And so I was debating for the longest time if I go like Mr. Skid or Skiddles, which Skiddles was the other option when I started Twitch a while back. And everywhere I tried Mr. Skid, no matter how I did it, someone already took it, but no one had the spelling of Skittles. So it still kind of like portrays my sense of humor and like being witty and funny, but also has skid and it's a little bit more mature than skid marks.
It's actually, I didn't expect that story. I thought you were just gonna say like I really like Skittles, but
No.
the actual name Skittles was gone, so I went with
Yeah.
Skittles.
Yeah,
Huh.
it was a better still. I thought it was gonna
That
involve
was a
Skittles
way
too,
better
though.
story.
Yeah, kind of what Skittles now.
Skittles are dope. Have you
Yeah,
guys had the gummy sour Skittles?
I've been thinking
Oh
about
my
it. I haven't found them
god,
yet though.
I had they're
So
so
good.
good. When I was in Canada, I went to Freak Lunchbox, and they have like all these like amazing candies. I got the gummy Skittles. They had like fluffy Skittles as well. I got Skittles Jello as well that I have downstairs. I
Yeah.
have to try it. I gotta make it, and it was so cool. It's just cool to see like all this different stuff, like a lot
Oh
of
no,
Japanese
I don't
candy as
even
well.
see that stuff. That's freaking Eastern Canada for you. They have a whole different
Yeah,
menu
bro.
than we do.
Halifax,
Yeah, like
Halifax
completely
lit.
different because they get a lot of shit from the states. We can't get that stuff, you know.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, that was a pretty cool little. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Himoto, how'd you get your name? I guess while we're at it.
Mine's is not as good. I was young as well. It was basically started from Xbox. So I was making my Xbox gamer tag, and I had an older cousin who was helping me do it. His gamer tag was I think NATO King, and I at the time I didn't have a clue what NATO was, like not a clue. And I was like,
What is NATO?
NATO. I don't actually know how to explain it. It's a
Like, it's not the government NATO. It's like,
it. Well, he played a lot of Call of Duty,
okay,
right?
never mind. So
So it was
it's not the
it was.
organization NATO. Okay,
I think it might have been
they're the ones like aren't they?
like
Aren't they
he's
like
not NATO,
okay? Anyway, sorry, my bad.
maybe. But anyway, so I was like, As a kid, I'm like Himoto. Now I was thinking about like different things, and I started thinking about that. What's that dragon called? It's a lizard, but the Komodo dragon or whatever. And I guess in my mind it wasn't Komodo, it was Himoto. So I was like, oh, Himoto King, and I got King from him. I was like, all right, that works. And he was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. He's like, what even is Himoto? I was like, the lizard. He's like, oh, the Komodo. I was like, oh, yeah, let's just make it Himoto anyway. And that's kind of how I got it. And it just stuck with me forever, to be honest. It's
That's
not it's not it's not as good as his one, but that's where mine came from.
yeah.
All right. Well, we do have the etymology or the origin here of the actual Himoto. Looks like it's a
Really?
blend of words. Yeah, Emoto meaning little sister and Himono meaning dried fish.
Yeah.
So put together, it's used to
Uh,
describe girls who put on a different face for when they're out of the house.
okay.
So it's also a reference given
Um,
to lazy, young, and ruthless personality of the sister.
I do remember you being a
So
chick once in RP. I don't know.
oh my god,
That
that
was
was not me.
yeah, that was
it
not
also
you.
it could also just
That was
mean
not me.
gutter or downspout. Like Or it could just mean Japan, which seems weird. So
Oh,
you're the
'cause
king of
Japan is more
Japan.
fun.
It could literally just mean you're the king of Japan, Himoto King.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I
Yeah,
will take
we'll go
that
with the
any day of
number
the
one
week.
bullet. I just
he
wanted to
knows.
jump down
Yeah.
to 3-4 because it was funny.
So he's aware. Hey, so
Yes.
DC just wanted to point out it says your name, but everybody already knows your name.
Yeah, everybody knows I'm Dustin.
Yeah,
That's
we call him Frank because even though I
Yeah.
know his real name, I can't not call him Frank.
Honestly, I knew I knew that it was Dustin, and I still just go back to Frank. Like I forget that it's
Yeah.
Dustin.
It's funny. I
just
have
call
so
him
many people call me Tristan, and it's not even remotely close to my real name.
Frank.
You mind sharing it?
I
You don't have
promise
to.
you, I'd never guess
Yeah.
his real name.
No, my real name is Daniel.
Daniel. Uh-huh.
You know what? You strike me as
You strike
me as a
Daniel?
Daniel. You strike me as a Daniel. I can see that. Actually, I can see that. Okay.
So
That fucking fits.
These are our bios anyway. That's Pi. Sadly, he's passed away a few months ago. I miss my baby so much. But anyway,
Are you sharing your stream? Who's sharing right now?
That's Frank.
This is Frank's screen.
Can you
right
not
now.
see my?
But this is our
right.
website, borderlinebanter.com. So anybody could go see this right now today.
Yeah.
It's available.
Anyway,
but
it's
yeah, I
weird
just wanted
'cause
to
his
point out,
cat's
like
name
even on
Pumpkin.
here, I mentioned I'm Dustin, not even on here, but I go by Frank. It's just what everybody knows me as. It's just easier.
Anyway,
yeah,
he has a
this is
cat named Pumpkin, and I had a cat who sadly passed away named Pie. Pumpkin
And-
Pie.
Oh
I actually
wait,
just found out last night that this is I found out what kind of cat this is. Do you know what kind of cat this is, Mike?
Yeah, Calico.
No.
I don't know. That's
A
the only cat.
Torty? Shit. I might need Jays to correct me. A torty, I think. Or a
Did you
tortle.
say a torty shit?
Torty shit.
Either
that's what I heard.
well,
That's what
I
I
heard
heard.
torty
That's
shit.
what I heard. Torty. It's
in
now a
Pumpkin's
torty
case,
shit.
kinda, yeah, torty shit.
Okay.
But
That
yeah,
is-
calico
that is his
apparently
screen.
has to
Oh,
be
sorry.
like 80% white or something, isn't it? They also said what a calico was. I was stoned when I watched what a cat video was. If you guys have never heard of Galaxy Jackson, he's great. He knows everything. I recommend all of his content.
Okay.
He's the cat whisperer.
Okay, no, I'm good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, some people.
Oh, you don't
like
own cats
Yeah.
though, do you?
Are you okay?
don't,
We'll
not
ask
really.
everybody this. Skittles, are you a cat or a dog person?
Both, but Sleepy is allergic to cats, so we cannot
Yeah.
have them.
Yeah.
So you just have dogs.
How could you?
Yep.
I can't
We
do
have one.
cats. I just can't. I don't trust them.
I
What
mean,
about
they're
a
okay.
hairless
They're
dog?
they're shitheads, but
Exactly.
But you love
aren't we
them.
all?
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
She's actually a torty shithead.
Torty shithead.
Yeah.
She's a torty shithead.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a complete Tory shithead.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, but that's interesting stories. Yeah, is there? Yeah, we can talk about anything. DC
Yeah,
just.
DC
Did
is
did we go over my name?
No.
Did we go over my name last time?
I know we did on chat, but I'm not sure if we did in.
You mean as far as what your real name is, or
What is your
Yeah.
real name? Is it Will?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did it.
No, it's not Will.
Raven.
Okay,
It's
well,
definitely not Will. Yeah, it's Raven.
It-
Oh yeah,
it's
because we were talking
Raven.
about Raven. Yeah, it's Raven.
yeah.
That's right. 'cause
I
we were talking
totally
about
Oh
would.
yeah,
Raven
because I was
last
like, hey, wait a minute, aren't you? But no, you're not.
No,
Right.
I'm not. I was not
Okay.
Raven.
And like no
in the
one's gonna
city.
think of you like that because we all know you as Will. So.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's hard to call you not Will. That's not words, but yes, I try. Yeah. Raven, that's actually dope. DC likes their name.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
get that a
anyway.
lot.
Everyone's
A
just
lot.
let you know, DC, give him a follow as well. He is going to be actually on the show on Monday. Monday at 7 p.m.
Sick.
Same time as this week.
I should be able to watch that
Episode
one.
6.
So don't forget to follow him. If you haven't followed me already, please follow me.
Oh, good.
He's
He'll
going
have
to
his
stream it as
up
well.
too, so-
Perfect. We all like that. We all like to. That's
Oh, he's actually gonna stream.
Yeah.
He very rarely streams.
really cool. So that's the whole point of me trying to do this is not only for us to get to know each other and
Mhm.
talk, we all get to meet new people and get new followers, and that's what it's about, right? Thank you for the follow
Yeah.
there. Appreciate it.
We
Creepy.
actually
Thank
really
you.
like when you guys have your streams up. That's
Yeah.
perfect. I mean,
Exactly. It gets our word
More
out there.
eyeballs.
Yeah, I've shared a few times already. I think
Yeah.
we've peaked. I don't normally do just chatting, so I get a lot of my viewers from GTA RP or like when I do MMOs. So we probably peaked at like 20 since we've been on, but giving you guys a few shout outs and to
Yeah.
the channel. So
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you've been doing good numbers too, Skid. Like you've actually been
yeah.
doing really good numbers recently.
Yeah, I did a 33-hour stream for Diablo 4 and peaked at 254 viewers.
Wow, good for you, man.
Oh my
Was
god.
nuts.
What
That's
was that?
crazy.
Like you got a good host in it?
I had several hosts, and then I was getting ready. I was contemplating going to bed, and another veteran in a gaming community. He averages anywhere from like 500 to 1500, and he plays Warzone with like some celebrities now. He's gotten so famous the way he streams. He dropped a host at like 3 o'clock in the morning in the middle of this long gaming session of like 300 people or 250 people. I don't remember what it was.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah,
Shit.
well,
Oh.
are you guys gonna be playing some RP tonight?
Yeah,
I
P5.
don't know.
Because I kind of want to. I
Yeah,
haven't in a
5M's
while. I
down.
kind of miss it, but we can figure it out
I
later.
will
I remember
probably. I'm gonna be working on car stuff
Oh yeah, you said that for
while
sure.
it's down.
even
So I
try
mean,
if
if
5M's
well,
up.
Now, whose server is this? Is this
yeah.
yours or is this
It's so it's just a local server on my machine.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just basically because we're switching from ESX to QB Core instead of trying to build a whole new platform. It seems like people just like QB Core a little bit better than ESX. So I just installed a base QB Core framework. I downloaded all the cars, and I'm just going through and like, making sure the oversized cars that were causing people headaches, which headache in GTRP, for those who don't know, it's a role play term for like the server or your PC lagging or freezing. So basically resizing those, and I'm going through adjusting all of the handling files for the vehicles as well. And Sleepy is working on templates for a bunch of new cop cars we bought.
Yeah, headaches and what's it called? Showtime are actually
Showtime
really
or
bad too.
every day. It's because the
Horrendous.
car, like one of the reasons, because the cars go way too fast.
Yeah,
Well, some of us
100%.
have potatoes for brains, so
Especially when you're in a cop car, bro. Cop cars are
Yeah.
horrible because they're fast. The lights, all of it, it's horrendous.
Oh yeah.
Like horrible. It's not even fun.
Yeah, that was the biggest problem in Gotham.
So what's the plan? I know there was some I guess I'll just say the word issues towards the middle of Kick RP. You guys know we're working on version 2. I don't know if you guys know or don't know, but I was asked to become part owner, and my sole focus is dealing more with the community directly. Do you guys think you're going to come back and give it a try again, or what's the plan?
Well, I mean, you already know I'll be back.
Well, yeah, I know you'll be there. I
It
was talking
it,
to
it helps
Jeff and
that you're
Frank, and
part of it as well now. Like I
yeah,
think that was a big thing for most people. It
right.
wasn't so much the city, but and I'm just gonna say it was K-Mac. Like the way that
Mhm.
he would talk to people or handle situations.
Brush things off.
Certain people just
Yeah.
He
people
kind of
just
talks
didn't really
and talks
appreciate it.
down. And the thing, I'm not trying to like. He was a cool guy, but he would ask him a question, and he kind of just talked down to me about it. Didn't really answer me. You know what I mean? Like that's what kind of bugged me because I was like, I couldn't purchase something. It wasn't letting me. Wouldn't let anybody. And I don't know. He's like, just do it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. But I'll come back. I don't know. I miss RP, so I'll come back and give it a shot.
Yeah,
Maybe
because
maybe not as Jeff.
we've talked about it, and
Yeah.
and that's one of the big reasons why I was asked to step up. Everyone knows a lot of the people in the city, like not just me as a person, but like my characters in RP and how I ran
Mhm.
police and how Tristan was and stuff like that.
And some
And
people
that's
aren't good at the
one of
communications,
the
right?
yeah, and that's one of the other reasons why I'm doing a lot of the car stuff. As everyone knows, I love cars and anything on wheels, motorcycles, whatever, because it just makes sense, right? I'm still going to be running one of the mechanic shops. So instead of having people just go to one person all the time for everything, they can just go, hey, in city role play, I have an issue with this. If I can't fix it in the city, I'll fix it on the back end and, type thing. So it'll be a lot different. We're going to try and and take a lot of the ticket work and stuff like that. Be the front of it, I guess you could say, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's good. Yeah, like I didn't have any problems, but I know there were people that did, and
there was a few other things too, but nothing. I don't know. Just
Yeah.
I get, and I don't know. I can't say I promise I'll stay, but I'll come and take a visit for sure.
Yeah, no worries.
yeah, of course.
I can't
So
vouch for
at
anybody
least
else.
you know you'll be giving it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as far as the rest of the night, if 5M doesn't work and I can't even get into my own server, I will probably get on and maybe do some WoW, some
Yes.
WoW gearing.
Yeah, I think I'll be doing Apex tonight with my friend. He really wants
All
to go
my
some Apex.
coworkers play those games. My buddy
Really?
loves well. Yeah, I know they talk about them all the time. I'm surprised
Yeah.
people
I
still
I
play
haven't
WoW.
actually played it yet.
You haven't played Apex Legends yet?
No, I
Oh.
haven't played WoW.
Oh, either have I.
Oh,
Either have
I have another couple RP stories for you guys regarding Showtime if we have time.
No, I'm good.
So-
What about you? As long as you guys are.
Go
What about
ahead.
you, Frank?
Yeah.
I've got time.
So
Yeah.
I've never actually encountered a situation in Showtime where we've had a fair chance at shooting because we always get bombarding. And so everyone that referred me and brought me over, like, you know, Halsey and Miles and a couple other people, they were telling everyone, they're like, no, trust me, you don't want to get in a shootout with him. And he's like, oh, okay, he's that. Well, fast forward one of the incidents we had, I was on cop, same people that they were told you don't want to get in a shootout with them. There's 4 people in their car shooting at me. I'm driving, like trying to stay alive. I flip a bitch in my cruiser, like almost a full 180. They drive directly at me and I shoot all 4 of them in the head in like 3 seconds.
Oh, this one I
They're
got
just
taken
like,
hostage.
yeah, they're just like, oh, you're gonna learn today.
So wait, do
Ooh,
you have the
one thing I did like? They had an actual like bag that goes over your head, so you can't see anything at all.
Really? Oh,
That was
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do
So
you
all I
have-
did was
I-
hear everything, and it was funny.
I just remembered a story about you, me, Jeff, Adler, and Carter. I think it was we were running. We almost finished. I think it was when we almost finished Cocaine Run. Myself, Frank, and Tammy. And you pitted us right at the last second, and I was running.
And I was in the water.
I remember I got in there. I got
I
on
was like,
island. And I was like, pointed my gun at you. I was like, shot beside you. I was like, don't come here. I don't want to shoot you. You kept saying,
Yeah,
I
I couldn't
don't
even
want to
hear
shoot you.
Yeah, I was too
You
far
can't-
away.
I had to shoot you. You know?
Yeah, no, that was good. That was good.
So, and then Carter started shooting me, and he actually pinged me. He got me, but
Yeah.
it was like,
Oh, that one!
Yeah,
I remember that one now.
When we pushed, I
That was
think
a
that
long.
was the
That was
first.
a long fight.
Yeah, that was the
Wait.
first.
that was a
drug
good.
round
We
that
had a
was
shootout.
successful that
We had a good
stopped.
shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carter and I had a good shootout. Like we hit each
It
other.
was-
Didn't Tammy
yeah.
come in and like no scope at the end on Will, or like
No,
Fortnite
not that one. That one he lived because I remember
Okay.
he was able to take me to the EMS and we captured
Yeah, we were so
Jeff.
close to turning it.
Yeah,
in.
you guys were close. That I
Like,
think I do
literally.
believe that was the first one that the hacks were successful that we actually stopped. And I was on stream. I was like, I feel so bad because I know how hard those hacks
And that
are.
was my first time driving too, though. That's what bugged me. That was my first time driving.
Yeah, and also like
Ugh.
it didn't make sense because we were there. It was just being very sensitive about what there meant.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
RP wise, we succeeded. Like it was just silly, but
Yeah.
took the L.
Yeah,
We take our L.
Yeah. I just remember that.
no,
that was a good one.
I was pointing my
That
gun.
was
I
a
was like,
good
I don't
one.
want to shoot you. I don't want to shoot you.
Well, Jeff doesn't take his L's; he shoots you.
Well,
But other than Jeff,
I had no choice.
Yeah.
yeah, I know. I pleaded at your trial. I understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait, there was no trial.
There's never is no trial.
Nope.
But I remember that was a good one. Okay, and there's another one. And you were actually, Carter, you were chasing us. Frank and I tried to rob a bank, but we didn't succeed. Oh, I think we did. Anyway, you're chasing us. Anyway, you had a rookie with you, I believe. And we ended up crashing into a driveway. And we ran and you started
Is
chasing
this the
us.
Grove Street one?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
We crashed
That was
in a
when you had the
parking garage
I-4.
in
I
Grove
was hiding
Street.
in a bush for like
Oh
15
yeah,
minutes.
He flipped my I-4 into the fucking parking
Whatever,
spot.
but-
And we couldn't move. We got stuck.
But that was a
Yeah.
plan. We were planning to bail. But anyway,
Yes, but the bail
yeah,
sucked.
it did. But anyway, we both hid. We hid in the bush right beside you, and literally you and the rookie would come so close to finding us. It was unreal. Like 15 minutes, you guys looked. We were hiding the whole time.
That's funny.
It was hilarious.
So Tristan started masterminding some getaways, right? And
So Tristan
had
says second brain in the game.
Tristan
right,
says,
second person,
yeah.
right? So we towards the end of it, we're like, oh, let's go see if we can have some fun. So me and one of the guys,
Thanks
it
for
was
the
Hunter
follow.
in the city. We drove around, and what we were testing is what jump we could go off of with a parachute on, jump out of the car, and use our parachute to get away. And so we went and we robbed. What we did, he's like, let's just do Mount Chiliad. We're like, okay. So it was like three of us, I think, three or four of us. And fucking NorCal's just tuned in. He was the
Yeah,
cop
I see.
behind us. He was the cop behind us. And it was NorCal's, and I think he had a cadet with him. I think it might
Who
have
does-
been JM Dog.
Who does Norcal's play? It was Jam Dog for sure, yeah.
NorCal's was Alex and George. Alex and
Byron?
George. Yeah, Alex Byron, yeah.
Oh,
And
I
so-
love Byron.
So we rob Polito, and as they're showing up, we get in the car and we just start taking off. We drive up Mount Chiliad, and we're waiting. Like I think they know that something's fishy's about to happen, right? Because we waited and made sure all the cars got up there, and so we jumped our car off of Mount Chiliad and we jumped out of the driver's seat with parachutes on. And this is a successful one. This isn't the one that failed.
Do you have
So-
that? Do you have that clipped anywhere?
No, it was over 30 days ago. So
Wow.
yeah, but it's gonna happen again. And so you guys know Tristan, like always dressing in loud, like dumb shit. I was literally wearing a bright neon green costume. And so we parked our getaway car in the BCSO parking lot, right? So you see these rainbow fucking colored parachutes just flying down the mountain, and we're just like, well, where's the cop? So it's fucking epic,
yeah.
beautiful. So fast
I
forward,
remember this one.
Will's like, let's try it.
Bro.
Let's try it again. So we I think we were in a truck or the Panamera or something. Well, we didn't have enough speed getting off the mountain, and the car turned sideways. So everyone on the right side of the car, when they got out, they just face planted in the mountain and died instantly.
You gotta clip that. Come on. No.
It was so bad. It was
And
funny.
I'm just like
But
flying down.
man.
I'm like, where is everybody? We spent like an hour, me and Ava, and I think one
No.
other person trying to get them
Not
back.
one of you guys
it was
clipped it?
hilarious. No, I don't have it clipped.
No, clips weren't working back then yet. It's definitely going to be happening again.
Don't you have that metal?
100%.
Don't you have that metal app?
No, I don't. I don't
No.
use metal. No, I don't use metal.
I don't use metal either.
But that was funny. I thought Rock for sure was gonna catch me on that one because Rock played Chad Pitt. He's been in chat in and out. He might still be here. So same thing. I'm in the sky, and it just so happened to turn nighttime, and the costume was literally neon green. So I was a fucking candlestick, a fucking nightstick in the sky, and a parachute. You could see me from miles away, just floating. I'm like, fuck, where am I gonna hide that? I don't even know how I got away. This shit was so
It
funny.
was so funny. Oh my gosh. But the climb was actually the hardest climb ever. Oh my god. Like going up that mountain. But the climb was actually the hardest climb ever. Oh my god. Like going up that mountain. We were hoping the cops go up. Like we were going behind them and pushing them up a little bit, getting a little boost. It was a rough one. A little bit, getting a little, like,
Sleepy just said her favorite quote from those two incidents was, "Wait, did you say they're gonna jump?" Those two incidents was the cop saying that. she heard someone say that in the street. Wait, did you say they're gonna jump? I think that was NorCal when he was on his cop. Whoa, fuck.
Oh, NorCal is one of my favorite cops though. Like he was
Man.
Byron when he moved over to BCSO. I was so happy because I was like, bruh, this guy, he was really good. Like he was really fucking good. I hope he comes back for 2.0 because he was great.
I think they are. They've been waiting. I know they asked me for a while. They asked me for a while. Why is no one in the city? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. Yeah, Noah Cowles is gonna be back. I'm pretty sure the other guys are gonna be back.
Yes. Oh man, he was fun. He was good. I think the whole police department, like not just LSPD, but like all of us, the LEOs. I think we all had a really good relationship with each other. Like it
Yeah, it was
just
pretty good towards the end, except for Officer Cadet. Sorry, Lion, you might not be a cop this time.
Officer Cadet
And
getting the
2.0.
fucking thing raided at MRPD. I remember waking up and hearing about that. I was like, oh, that's not mine. I was sheriff. I was like, yep.
Lion's like,
Not my
it's a
department.
school night, so he's probably in bed.
Oh yeah. He is homeschooled.
I don't know. He broke
Unless
his
it
hand
changes,
recently,
yeah.
though, so he's pretty.
It's also
dumb still.
Friday.
It is.
He
I haven't
is
heard
young.
from
It
him.
is Friday.
To be
I haven't
fair,
heard from him.
even
He
though
normally jumps in.
I know a lot of you guys might not agree, but he's really young. Like for his age, I feel like he's a little bit more not mature. He's definitely not a mature person, but like for his age, he doesn't act up stupidly all the time. Like
Just so
he
he
don't
got a
know
lot
when.
better than when he first came.
Oh yeah.
You remember one of the first incidents? Lou went to everyone and said, "I'm never doing anything with that dude again." I forget
I
the
said the
exact
same
words. Oh
thing.
my god!
I said the same thing. I was like, bro, I don't want to ever deal with him ever.
I
And then
guess he
joined
didn't get the
gang.
memo to not shoot at Chief.
He's an
So
acquired taste. He takes a moment to settle.
you guys remember
Yeah.
the
A little bit like
chase
stomach acid.
went into Benny's and he started shooting at me and I one tapped all three of them that were in the car.
Oh, I wasn't
Just-
there for that, but I remember you telling me about that. Yeah.
Because I couldn't see who was shooting. I just saw bullets flying at me.
And you got who was it? It was
It
him.
was Lou, Tammy, and him.
And Tam. Yeah. Oh, I remember hearing about
I felt
that
bad once I realized they didn't have guns, but in
At
that
that moment.
situation, like I couldn't tell who had guns and who didn't. I just saw bullets.
Oh man, I actually really love RPing with Caleb though. Like when he first moved to the city, I was like, I'm never talking to him. Then he joined my gang, and I was like, I could get along with him, but I don't think he got on with
Alan. Yeah.
Alan at all. Like at all. Alan just didn't like him. Alan straight up did not like him at all.
Yeah,
And
I could see he has that effect on some people for sure.
100%.
Sometimes the
started to
younger
like him a lot.
generation just do, you know.
Mhm.
You had to force him to go.
Oh,
He wouldn't have done it if you didn't.
Hour and a half.
Oh man.
The word.
I actually
the word
hated those
one.
driving tests. I hated those driving tests with a passion. You gotta drive so fucking slow.
And just spent an hour and a half.
Man, that's funny.
Yeah.
He's that one friend that yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
great. Fucking love him, honestly.
He means well, but he definitely has that young teenager vibe that comes out every now and then.
Oh, he can get under your skin. He's one of, but he will ping the shit out of you, and I hate that with a burning passion. Like I'll be like, bro, I was at work, and all I'm like, I'll get home. I see all these pings. Oh, bro,
Here's a weird picture.
bro, I was away. I
Or
was away.
the
Literally,
direct
Jace,
message and
literally
then
it.
ping you in the direct message to you.
Bro, he was calling me. I'm like, bro, I'm on vacation. Let me enjoy the. Jace, you see, Jace. Now you're acting like Caleb. She's just at him Murder King in my chat right now.
Nice.
Consistently.
Yeah.
He was counting down the days more than I was. He was counting down the days of my return, and I'm like, bro, don't make it go by too fast. Don't make it go by too fast. He's like 5 days, 4 days. I'm like,
Oh man.
And then I missed my flight to leave Halifax. And it was just like, well, one more day.
Oof.
Oh.
Oof.
I had a
I
really
got too drunk
awkward
that
moment
night.
with Caleb. He is
Really?
Yeah, he's really dumb. I don't know how we got on this, but he was sharing his screen with me and decided to show me his exact position on the planet using Google Maps and zooming in all the way to where he's like, "This is the
Aw.
house I'm in."
Uh,
So we've got to fix that. He can't be doing that. I'm a random
Yeah.
dude.
yeah.
I don't know his last name. It's Caleb something.
It probably is.
I think his character's name is his real name. So
I
whatever
think his character's name
last
is his
was.
name.
He
Was
did
it
say
Skip?
that
Yeah.
several times on stream. So
Multiple
yeah.
times. Multiple times.
No,
He was
it
not
wasn't
Lemon.
him. So
You mean
no, it
It's
Blueberry?
wasn't.
not.
So dude, I kid you not, Blueberry wound up in Showtime.
For
Wait,
real?
did he? Wait, is Blueberry
Yes.
Kai? There's no way Blueberry's
No,
Kai.
no, Blueberry is not Kai. There was someone else. Or it might be Kai. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure Blueberry is in Showtime.
Blueberry might be Kai because Kai is like Kai's always ready to shoot. Kai, Kai would go around baiting cops, get something. Yeah.
Not not our Kai.
Not that
No.
Kai. Not that Kai.
Not our Kai.
Different
A
Kai.
Kai from Showtime. Yeah, different Kais.
That guy never talks because
Yeah.
he was a cat.
I hated him though
Well,
because he was so freaking cocky. Like, remember when we did the race for the car and he won the car, bro? I was pissed, and then he
oh
never
yeah.
came back again. That because like I don't mind if you win, but shut the fuck up, please. I'm better
Right.
than you. Haha, I won. And it's 100% Jason's fault because Jason invited them to the race.
Or like that dude in Showtime that always talks about himself in third
Yeah.
person and how
Oh,
good of a
that's
driver he thinks he is. You know who I'm talking about.
I don't
He's
wanna talk
all
about
over Discord. Yep.
it.
Yep,
I
you
don't
already
wanna
know.
talk about it. I don't.
Fucking
What is wrong
annoying.
with
I don't know.
you? Oh man. Fuck. Bro,
Yep.
RP is better than my real life, which is so fucking crazy. But it's like I'm more invested in RP than I am in my life sometimes. I promise you. Like I would miss things with my friends to do RP.
Yep.
See, RP, I don't normally get too upset in RP though, like or just in general. Sometimes I do. There was that one time. I think I messaged Skid about it too. It was when I was on Carter, and I guess we had cuffed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember the situation.
Yeah.
We had cuffed. Like came out. I was pissed. I was
Yeah.
so mad at the whole
And
situation.
I made you guys
The
talk
whole
about it.
thing. Yep, we talked about it, but I was like, I
Yeah.
might not come back. Like, I won't wake up again. I just won't. But we
Yeah.
talked it out, and everything was, it was what it was. Like I get over things pretty quickly, so it doesn't really bother me too much anyway.
Yeah. I'll get heated in the moment sometimes if something comes out to be unfair, but I've gotten a lot better. And that's just because I come from a very competitive background. Like, aside from Dark Age, I used to compete in shooters, and I grew up with two brothers in the house. So we're, always everything was a competition, fucking everything. So it just was ingrained in me, and now I just want to chill and have fun. So when something happens or people make something not fun, or they get mad in a scene because you tried to pull them over at a traffic stop, and you know that's when I get upset. That it's got to be fun and entertaining for everyone involved, not just one side, right? There was a couple times early on. I don't remember if it was public or whitelist. I was like, "Fuck, this guy's annoying." I didn't say it in city, but I was. I told Sleepy, yeah, I told Sleepy a couple times. I was like, "Man, he's fucking annoying. I'm just gonna shoot him in the face or something." It was on cop. It's when you kept It's when you kept trying to steal all those cars on top of the gun garage, and it kept pinging. Dude, I was like, "Fuck, this guy's annoying." No, I know, dude. It was funny. It was once we all got to know each other. Obviously, it got better. Oh, because you ran out of gas. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember the first time I arrested Frank, I sent a message to Jay's and she's like, "Yeah, I'm sitting next to him. That shit was funny. Tried to steal a car off the top of the gun garage.
Oh
You
yeah, yeah.
rammed it off the ramp and flipped the car in like 3
Yeah.
seconds."
I did that shit.
Bro,
That
I
shit was
remember
funny.
OG Frank was like, what was he selling? You were selling like
Minerals.
minerals, yes. Frank's
Yeah.
minerals. I remember I used to see you around all the time, but I never really interacted with you until like later on. Until whitelist, I think. Public,
Yeah.
I
So
didn't really talk to you much. And then whitelist, and I was like, damn.
Jay's brought up a good topic. You guys remember my first day in public? So I don't think you guys were there yet.
I
So
was there.
I think so.
when you and Jay's tried to take me hostage.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the story. Here's the backstory and what led up to that. So I had I was awake early on or whatever the night before. I didn't have a car yet because I didn't know where to go to get one. This is didn't have money, nothing was really set up. I just like flew in, set up my character, logged out. The next day was my actual like first day in the city. So I fly in and I put out a tweet on the Bird app, whatever the fuck it was called back then. I'm like, "Hey, I'm near here. Can someone pick me up and take me to the car dealership?" So this dude shows up and his name was like Mo Mood or something like that, or I don't even know.
Oh, this shit. Oh
And
man.
so he picks me up. I'm like, "Hey, thanks." He takes me to the dealership. I'm able to get a car. I'm like, "Hey, appreciate it, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Hey, I'll help you out. You help me out." So we exchange numbers. So then I go to the mechanic shop where I meet Mitch and a couple other people. We're hanging out. And all of a sudden I get a phone call. And it's from this dude I just met, and he said his name was Mo. Everyone knows him by Mo in the city. So I asked Mitch, I'm like, "Hey, I just kind of met this dude. He dropped me off at the dealership. He said his name was, he goes by Mo. Do you know him?" Well, apparently there was someone that used to be in the city that went by Mo that was a racer.
He
And
was my
so
favorite,
Mitch
man. He was
thought I
great.
was talking about Mo, and like, "Yeah, Mo, he's
Yeah.
back." And I'm like, "Yeah." And this guy said his name is Mo. Well, what's saying? He said he needs help. He was kidnapped by some pink-haired bitch and dumped in and like not let go. Like those were literally his words. I was like, "What?" Okay. He's like, "Here, take this, protect yourself. I don't know what's going on." I'm like, "Okay." So I get up there and I don't see anything going on. Go down to the ocean. This dude's at the bottom of a lake, like calling people. And I was like, "How, like, what? This is odd." So I don't know how to swim in GTA yet. So I dive in, I try to pick him up, and I float to the top. I died as I floated to the top. So I wasn't technically immersed in the water. And then so it pinged EMS. EMS came down, they got me out of the water. EMS went in, tried to go get this Mo dude, and he died. So then I was on the ground, so I called Mitch. I'm like, "Hey, well, we need help." I sent him the address. So he grabs Will and shows up. And I thought I did something wrong because they're like not talking to me, Mitch and Will, my first day in the city. And so they like separate us and try to figure out what happened. And, this dude like failed because he was at the bottom of a lake and calling people and shit like that. And all, everything was good. And it's like, they told me, "Okay, you don't remember this as far as RP happens. None of this happened." I was like, "Oh, okay, okay." And so Mitch like explained it later, like what happened. This I was really, really new into RP scenarios. So then this dude messaged me and he's like, watch out for pink-haired bitch, blah 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 blah. And I was like, who's he talking? Like, what the fuck? And then so I'm like, oh, I need some food. So I go into Bean Machine and I see a pink-haired girl, and I'm like, oh, she's super nice. Like, this couldn't be the same person, right? Yeah, and I'm like, okay, interesting. So, fast forward, whatever. I'm hanging out on the pier, and then Will calls me and he's like, hey, let's go do something, blah, blah. So I show up and they're like hiding in the alley. They call me over there and they try to get me, try to kidnap me. And like something happens, it scuffs, and they end up dropping me. And so DC was on his cop in the parking lot. So I go running down the alley towards DC's cop character. And I don't even know what happens. Like, oh, they're trying to kidnap me. Blah, do something, do something. He's like, well, you got away. Shut the fuck up. Is what DC said to me. And I was like, okay. But I like reacted like that because so I had watched RP scenes from Kick for a while before I decided to join. So I knew like it was all fun and games. I knew how it all was supposed to happen. And I knew I wasn't supposed to know that the dude was just like dumped. But I was like, I don't know why this dude was just dumped. I don't know who did it. Like, and now all of a sudden, my first day in the city, I'm getting kidnapped. Like, I don't want all my shit taken, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was getting freaked out. And so then I found out, fast forward like a few days later, maybe a week later, after I, like met Tammy, I got into like know her and like do crim stuff. She was like, oh yeah, did I ever tell you about the guy that was like flirting with me? So I took him on a quote unquote date and ended up killing him in the house and dumped him in the lake. And I was like, oh, that's why you did that. Like, so I thought
That's
you guys were just gonna
right.
randomly like, take me somewhere and dump my body, even though I know that's not what you guys did because I watched a lot of the streams before that. It was just like
Yeah, RP
everything
checks to let you
happens
know that.
so fast, right? I was like, what the fuck's going? That's why I freaked out. But that's the funny story behind that.
That's actually hilarious because I now that you're saying it, I fully remember it, and that was because it was like right down the steps from my house where
Yep.
it all happened, like where the
Yep.
dumping happened, and
The
yeah,
doc and
and
everything. Yeah.
the EMS was MB because he was also admin.
Was it
That's why he
MB?
was able to. It was MB, yeah.
Uh,
Or no, there was one EMS, and then we had him call his superior, and that was MB. He's the one that talked to the guy about the ocean dumping thing.
okay. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
whoever. Oof.
There's a fire in BC, Canada.
There's two of them.
Oh,
Some
shit.
craziness. Yeah. Well, I was actually reading there's
Oh
apparently
shit.
1,000 active fires in Canada right now. Apparently, Canada just is on fire at all times.
It seems so. All you guys have to do is last until the winter time. You'll be fine.
Then the
I would
fire will
hope
melt
so.
all the snow as it's falling from the sky.
I'll set fire to the rain.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'd call it a good story or anything. Elon Musk is
Oh, I
apparently
saw
gonna remove
this.
the block function on Twitter or
That's
X,
so
whatever the hell we want to call it.
stupid.
I also read that he can't actually do it, and it hasn't happened yet, obviously. You mean X? So says
Isn't it
Twitter
still
here,
called
though.
Twitter? Oh, I thought it was still called Twitter.
Twitter right there.
That's because everybody's so sensitive these days, too, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It makes no sense, he says. Okay. I mean,
Uh,
they're quoting the guy himself, and this is Fox. Fox wouldn't lie. Oh wait, they might. They totally might. They got sued for lying very recently.
I'm not surprised.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was reading is that he won't be able to do it because the app stores won't let it be put up without that functionality. Like that's required functionality for the app stores to authorize it to be put up. So that's why I was thinking he can't do it. They're just gonna if he does it, he won't be available on the Google
Oh, he
Play
fully
Store
would.
and the Apple iStore. Like you could go ahead, but you're not available on the way that people get their shit. So you know. Oh, we're all gonna get an X phone? Wait,
He's
I
gonna
already had an
buy
S10, so, like
He's just gonna buy Apple, bro. He's
I
just
feel
gonna
like I
buy
already had the
Apple.
10
That's all.
Samsung. Do I really need another X? Already done
he's
that.
gonna buy rights to the Xbox and make a phone called the Xbox.
Oh my
Confuse
god.
everyone.
Oh, I think
Facts.
we were talking about this in another episode where you can't just name it X because that's literally already something. Like, if you ask somebody if they use X, you're asking if they use X.
Oh
Okay,
shit.
but now it's like I gotta use that if I want to know if you use Twitter. Hey, you guys on
Does
X?
anybody use Thread?
Who uses X here? Who's on X? I need X. Friends.
Nope.
I need
Nope.
friends.
L Banter. That's all I heard. L Banter. I only heard L Banter, so got it. It's L Banter.
We take
L
the L
Banter.
out
Guys,
of
L
order
Banter,
L.
okay. L. Does anybody here use Threads? Thread?
I've
Nope.
heard of it,
No.
and no, I really don't even use social
I
media. To be
have
honest,
it,
I'm the
but I
only
don't
person
really
here who
use
doesn't even
like
stream.
I'm waiting for Threads to rebrand to Twitter.
oh my god. Over what? Making Thread. Zuckerberg. Hmm. Do you
I don't know
really?
if that's true.
No way.
Oh damn!
I haven't
Damn.
posted on Instagram in so long, but I love
I don't,
Instagram.
I don't know that I care at all. Wow,
I definitely do.
incredible. Yeah,
So if
that's
you're not
true.
like on Wi-Fi, say you're on like cell data and you try to upload to Instagram and it's like super slow, is it called slowgram because it's not instant?
That was
Oh,
one of your not so good ones. I'm not gonna lie to you, kid.
yeah. Well, you know what? At
Is
least I'm
that why it's
average
called
height.
Twitter? Because everyone on there's Twit.
You.
Yeah, you can get high.
Hi.
You could
Low.
feel things you haven't felt in a bit. You can feel other people if they're into it. Consent.
I need
So
to
if
start
I
using X more, to be honest. Twitter. Jesus.
I don't know if people should use X more. It's something in moderation, usually.
yeah, definitely moderation. Definitely
Yeah.
moderation. So if I have 3X accounts, can I just say it's triple X?
You could.
Ooh, sick. Yeah, I need to get more into it though, because I don't really put much up, and I need to start doing it. Skid, do you have more than one X account, or do you just have the one?
No, just the one. It was just a joke.
Heckles wants to
No,
hear a dad
I mean
joke.
I have two. I have my own personal one, and I have one for Promoter King, which does literally nothing because
And then you have one
I
to
don't
find all
post.
the Twitter porn, right? So you have 3.
You don't even have to look for that stuff. That's the
It
issue.
just
It
pops
just
up.
shows up. Yeah, it's cat.
I'm not believing any of these Missouri quirky facts. They're trying to say they made bread. I
When
I
you
I
have nothing to
wasn't
do,
buying
look at
this one. It said
DMs.
like, "Oh, we invented drive-throughs," but then I go to the next one. It's like, "No, we invented bread too, homie." I'm like, "Nah." Oh no, no, we're not doing this. No, there's no way we could do this whole list. We're already an hour and 40 minutes into the show. I just wanted to quickly look at a couple of the really weird ones, like Skittles. You can't. Is this one true? You can do this one.
The home of sliced bread?
Yeah. Did
Is
Missouri
it?
invent sliced bread?
I
Did
don't
it?
know.
Let's see.
As in like pre-sliced
Chillicothe.
bread?
Apparently, the bread slicer was invented by an Iowan, but then they didn't sell it until they got to Missouri with it. Is this?
That would be an
No,
old
no, no.
This
piece
is
of bread. That's a
nonsense. This
long
is
They
travel.
didn't sell sliced bread, but there was a bread slice that you would use at home, I guess.
like
But you
the
didn't sell
Iowans learned
sliced
how to
bread
slice it,
until
but they're like, you know what? You don't need to sell it. You just eat it. And then the Missourians were like, you could sell that.
facts, though. Sliced bread was fucking genius.
True or false? We have a real Missourian here on the call to let us know.
I don't
Well,
think
I
he
wouldn't
knows the
say
answer.
real Missourian. Like I've been in Missouri since 21. I lived in Vegas for 28 years.
Oh, damn. So you can't vouch for this lie at
Yeah,
all.
no, not at
He doesn't
all.
Okay.
know anything.
Yeah, we wanted to get away from Vegas and we had the opportunity thanks to COVID and remote work being a thing and we took it. And so we
Well, now
landed in Missouri.
you live in the home of the inventors of bread
Of
Sliced
slicing,
bread.
sliced bread,
selling
sliced
sliced
bread.
bread. Also, you invented the Olympics, I guess. You guys
No,
claim a lot of
hosted the
shit.
first Olympics.
I mean,
That's not
sure. I mean,
invented.
that's basically inventing. St. Louis,
Yeah, in the United
1904.
States.
Yeah, and there's none of these other facts you get. That's the last one. It's just like here's area codes. It's kind of those are the only good ones in here. I mean, no one knows what Branson is. There you go. Your official animal is a mule.
Yeah.
Good job.
That's nice.
Canada's is what was Canada's official animal? Beaver.
Of
There you
course, it's a
go.
beaver.
All right, well, yeah, I want to thank
Yeah.
our guests for joining us tonight. We've had a pretty good show here, I think. Pretty long show.
Yeah, I had fun.
We're ready to
I
wrap it
didn't
up.
even
You
realize we
guys
were
ready?
over when it was like an hour and a half. I was like, oh shit, we've
Oh
been
yeah, yeah, yeah.
going
You get
talking here a
lost in it.
while.
It's actually so much fun.
It is. It
Mhm.
is. It was good.
Hmm.
Yeah. We'll see. There's a chance Sleepy might do her first stream on Sunday.
No
Maybe.
way.
I didn't know we were dropping that
Sunday, I
exclusive
will be
news
drunk on
here.
Sunday, so I cannot watch that
Yeah.
stream.
We got an exclusive right
So,
there, Jeff.
right. Yeah.
Oh,
Ask her. She's been watching, so
that
she
would be
might.
cool to have her as
Yeah.
a guest.
She just stepped out to see if we got a package.
Uh, I
I'll ask her.
I can't do Sunday this week, Jeff. Yeah.
Think.
Cool.
Think.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
I'm just gonna extend the invitation.
Yeah,
Thanks for
so
following.
Skiddles, as you see on stream there. Try to stream every day unless I get sick, which happens every now and then, or I have plans, which doesn't happen very often. Mainly GTA RP, MMOs, shooters, and kind of just hanging out, vibing, supporting other people. Also, if anyone out there knows any vets from the US that need assistance with claims or anything like that, let me know. I've worked with some really good representatives and don't mind helping people. And I'm not like those online sites I'm not going to charge to help someone. So, oh yeah, depending on the time, because like I said, she might be doing a stream. If she is, I don't want to like over talk and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll schedule it.
No, I think I'm good. As you can see, my stream is up there, and if you want to come by and watch, you can. It's just good vibes, honestly. Decent
Oh, you
music,
guys,
not as good as Skids, but hey.
sorry, to interrupt. You guys need to change your URL there. It's borderline dash banter for kick, not underscore. Underscore. That's why it wasn't working earlier. They were trying
Oh,
underscore and it was
we'll get on
dash.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ours is wrong.
Yeah.
Theirs is correct. So yeah, we'll
Mhm.
get that fixed tonight. Just want to thank our guests for coming on, and obviously, if anybody wants to tune into either of their streams, I highly recommend watching them. They're really good at the cop RP. If you want to see actual busts, they actually do get arrests quite often. I find myself lurking in both your guys' streams. You may not notice because I never say anything. So
Yeah.
definitely check that out. Other
Well,
than
if
that,
it's Skid and I one, we're getting you. Trust me.
yeah. Other than that, I just want to say that that's the way the kitten meows.
Yeah. Thanks,
For
guys.
sure. I think I
All
was
right.
on mute for the last little while. That's horrible. I think I messed it up, but it's all good. I
You know what? You're
apologize.
fired. You're
Yeah,
fired.
I don't know. My bad.
Kitten's
I
not
think someone in
meowing
the chat
now.
has said something. I do apologize. Anyway, thanks for showing up. I'm glad you guys heard me. Don't forget to thank your bus driver. Enjoy.